Well, hello. Since you're not getting a pens in use this week, since I will be on the road and promise something else, I thought I'd give you sort of a preliminary pens in use by reviewing a paper product this week. This is a Baron Fig desk pad. They come in two sizes. One is 12 by 8, one is 8 by 6, I want to say. So I like the 12 by 8, so let's take a look. Oh, actually, why don't I hold it up? So this is the back side, this is the front side. So let's take a look at it. If you look at it closely, it's dot grid paper. The shadow from the camcorder seems to be on it. But what I like about it is I have one of these at school, I have one at home, and I've just found that I think differently when I use this paper. Now, what do I mean? I'll come up with, I was thinking about my living room a little bit. And actually, I have a whole stack of things. I got to be careful which ones I show you because some have student names. This, for example, is what happens when I write on Rhodia dot pad, which is a more traditional type of shape. This is me thinking about the productivity series I want to do this summer. This is another day I was thinking about the productivity series, this time on this paper. This is me thinking about how to organize stars, their whole life cycle for 8th graders for a project we're doing. This is one of the earlier drafts when I was working out how I would design the project. This is me thinking about a optics unit for physics. I think this has nope, doesn't. This is another one. This one I better not show you because that's got some student names on it. That one does too, so I won't show you. This is me thinking about, again, that productivity thing. This is a little less developed. I just still thinking about various things. This was me when I was thinking I would get more into software than I am going to. Me thinking about Microsoft Classroom. Thinking about yearbook. That one has names on it, so we'll set it aside. Me thinking about some teaching things. Me doing some physics stuff. Me thinking about the productivity series I want to do again. I think that's physics stuff again. It looks physicsy. Oh, look! More productivity video stuff. Let's see. More productivity video stuff. And what's this? Oh, more productivity video stuff. More productivity video stuff. Oh, here is, let me just make sure there's no names on it anywhere. This is me doing some stuff for Science Olympiad and apparently some earth science. Not on that type of paper. Thinking about the weather unit that is upcoming yet, hopefully before school ends for the 8th graders. Some stuff about calendars and to-do lists, which again, my upcoming productivity series. I have been thinking about it. So, you can tell I've been using this paper. And this actually gives me a wonderful opportunity to tell you. This I can show you everything. Oh, that's Rhodia. No bleed through, no bleed through. I can go through all of these. Sometimes a little show through, but no bleed through on any of these. Doesn't matter what pen I was using. So, and I think you can tell that I use the darn thing. So I'm going to open this with the Baron Fig. I don't know what made me suddenly decide to try this, but I just love the product. It might be a little pricey, but I love it. And then you just rip one off and you're good to go with the next one. So this is Baron Fig Desk Pad, written with my Platinum 3776, full of I don't remember what, but some purple ink. Just this week, I filmed a video with this Centro pen, 10016. So we'll just list a few features of this. First of all, it is dot grid. So if you don't like that, this may not be for you. That is Sargasso C ink, Diamine Sargasso C. And one thing worth mentioning, that's supposed to have a reddish sheen. This is nice paper, not too feathery, but it does not show off the sheen. So this is good paper, but it's not the super high quality Tomoe River paper. So it's a bit fibrous. This is my, I think I just did a first impression of this. This is a Parsons Italics Parsons Essential with some kind of Pastelier ink. Of course, it's 12 by 8. He writes with his Pilot Custom 743 with, I think that's a Robert Oster ink, one of the sheening ones. Whip out my Rex pen. I think this is the Rex EMI 101. There's 30 plus sheets per pack. A little pricey, which that's one of the Colorverse inks, but I don't remember which one. But I think you can see how it's pooling on top. Maybe you can't. It's pooling on top, and I will be curious to see in just a bit, once it's dried, if it soaked through. We'll do my Senator Matte Gray and Black, which I reviewed quite some time ago. I wonder if that was Jupiter Flyby. So I guess this would be a negative. Expensive. I mean, can we just lay sheets of blank paper down and get the same thing? Well, yeah, that's what I've done for years. Although, admittedly, I've never thought to lay them like this, which I'm going to put on a good point. Surprisingly, the horizontal format makes me think differently. It may not be for you. And it doesn't fit on this desk when the desk is closed. It just kind of lays awkwardly on top of the bookshelf part of it. But the horizontal format really does make me think differently, so I appreciate that. Let's see, expensive. The question I always have is, will I use it? And another one, this is a Kaweco, what the heck is it? 37G. One of those questions I always ask. Storage. How am I going to store the paper when I'm done? This is not a traditional paper size. It's not designed for my binders and so on. What I do is I photograph it and put it on Evernote, although as you can see, I've built up quite a backlog of them and really do need to do that and just have not yet. That was a Senator 0140. This is I don't remember what, some kind of a Rex pen, I think. Drawing a complete blank on this pen. Yeah, I am drawing a total blank what the heck this pen is. I apologize, but pretty sure it's a Rex. Oh, Rex Pen 2000. Now I remember. Okay. Let's see. So it's not traditional paper size. I should add that there. But that's also a good thing in some ways, because it makes it stand out on your desk. And actually, that horizontal format, one of the good things is you really can spread your ideas out. This is, I believe it's a Rex pen. The ink is Private Reserve Ebony Green. But I've just recently been told it may be a Bach pen. So I've got a couple of things people have said about this pen. I don't know. But I do feel like I lost my place here. But I like that I can spread out. In other words, what it really allows me to do, as you saw there, it gives you, I feel like I have the freedom to draw might meet my ugly fountain pen or write. I just don't feel as constrained, even as I do by the Rhodia dot pad. And yeah, okay, turn the Rhodia dot pad on its side. I don't know why this works so well, but it does. And finally, I'm starting to run dry on things I wanted to say. I'm doing this video kind of on the spur of the moment after filming the review that was supposed to be this week's. But the thing to remember about it is it lays on the desk. It is not a notebook. You write on it, you tear off the sheet, you move on to the next sheet. That's what it does. And I just wanted to find an excuse to write with this pen because this ink was proving to be kind of feathery. This is a Scrix 419, and it has a Noodler's House Divided in it. So this does not replace the notebook. It does not travel well. Nor is it meant to. But now I can show you my last criticism of it, which I'll have to write. Let's see if I have a different pen laying here. I do. So let's see if you can make that out. On the O in not. Some types of ink, those are all working. Some types of ink just kind of don't stick to the dots, which is a mild annoyance, but worth noting. Let's see, what's over here? Oh! I don't know if that was quite worth as much trouble as it was. Getting out my, just to write like one line, my Nakaya. So I would say if this tool appeals to you, go ahead. You can get the exact same utility out of turning sheets of decent paper or not so decent paper on their side and have the benefit of them also fitting in a more traditional 3-ring binder or folder. Make of that what you will. Excuse me. That said, I do really enjoy it and I will be buying more. So I hope that was interesting. Hope it was useful. This is one of those impulse buy products that really isn't necessary, but it's one of those little luxuries that somehow just makes my life better. I've found that I use this constantly. I go through 2 or 3 sheets of this every day with just brainstorming and thinking and thinking on paper, and it just makes it a little more special than using sheets of paper or the backs of sheets of paper, because I'm big on doing that. I did find its smaller cousin. I have one here. I was trying to brainstorm about some branding for this channel. I found its smaller cousin I never touch. Now, what's weird is those sheets I mentioned where there's only stuff on the front. I'll take them to the paper cutter at school, cut them in half, and use the backs, and I go through a bunch of them. Same idea here, and yet I don't use this. Explain that to me. Why do I think that way? I don't know. But, so while I don't use this product, even though it's basically the same paper, I use this one. So make of that what you will. I just hope it was interesting, hope it was useful, and we'll see you on Friday with a bunch of little vlogs as I go journeying to Fargo for 6 hours in a bus with 20 teenagers. So we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.